Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're gonna just touch base on a few things that have happened since the last video that I did. But before we get into it, make sure you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're aware of all future videos. Okay, so first off, I wanted to say thank you so much for all the support that I was shown on the last video. Now, I really wasn't sure if I was going to be posting the video because I didn't know how it was going to be received. The last thing I wanted was to come off as being someone mean and vindictive and feeling as if I was trying to bully somebody, because that is never my intention. I used to be bullied when I was a kid, okay? So I know exactly how that feels. So if I was gonna receive any kind of hate comments, rude comments, whatever it is, I've grown thick enough skin that I can deal with that kind of stuff. And I can have a conversation about it. I will respond to you. And if you wanna keep going at it, then you can keep going at it. That is your prerogative, right? So again, I just didn't want it to come off as being mean. For me, it was more about taking accountability for what you did, and that's it. Whenever you have an issue in person, if something is bothering you that somebody did, you confront them and you speak to them. You don't have to be a jackass or a jerk or, you know, yell at them or anything, but just, you know, approach them and be like, hey girl, you know, something you did really bothered me and I think we should talk about it. That is the only way to resolve issues. And this is definitely something that we learn, especially in the hospital. I mean, really in any workplace, you learn on like people's personalities and things like that. And there are always ways on fixing it. You don't always have to go to your manager and, you know, tattletale. You can just literally pull the person aside and speak to them. In this case, I have to just do it on camera. So then we have the lovely comment section. So there were a few, you know, not really negative comments, but like one of them that stood out to me was more so like, well, you should have done your research and you should have trademarked. Well, I explained in my video why I felt that I didn't need to do it, right? Just because I'm not on like this larger scale, kind of like a Walmart, you know, where everybody knows who you are. Like the entire world knows who you are, right? I'm just like the smaller vendor, really and truly. But then I had a few other conversations in the comments where people were encouraging me to trademark. I really did think about it. So then I ended up talking to my partner, my family, and even they were like, I think you really should. So with all that being said, after all the stuff I said with I'm not gonna do it, well, I ended up trademarking Melting Memories. So it took me a bit to really think about it and realize that even though I am on such a smaller scale, it is important. So thank you to the person who was like, well, you should have trademarked your name and done your research. So yes, once again, thank you guys so much for being so supportive and encouraging me to do the trademarking. Even though I am not Walmart, I am still a business and I take it seriously, obviously. To say that I trademarked it, I'm excited. I'm super excited about that step in my business. All right, so now we're gonna get into, was there any accountability? No, there was zero accountability. I'm gonna leave this email over here. So she actually decided to send me an email. I'm gonna blur out her information, but her name is Lisa Wenny. I read this email and all I could think of was it was such a fake apology, because in previous messages, screenshots that I saw, she did not know about Melting Memories. She didn't even know she was in the group. So if that's the case, how did you find the video I posted not even an hour later? You sent me an email not even an hour later. So I find it very interesting that you were able to find the video so quickly. So hopefully you guys read that email. Then I got another message in the group, sorry, not the group, but the YouTube video. And I will read this one to you. I did not take your name. I just thought it sounded good for my new wax journey. I am doing this as a hobby, not as a business. I changed my name, so relax. Then I responded. Took me a little bit of, you know, a few hours to respond, but I responded. And this is what I said. Thank you for the email you sent apologizing. Although your words are counterintuitive from the comments you've made, you say you're sorry, that you meant no harm, that you were doing it to sell to your Scentsy customers, but now it's as a hobby. First off, a hobby is one where you do it for your personal fulfillment, not for monetary gain. Here's a timeline of your name changes. Melting Memories with Lisa is how it started. Then she changed it to Melting with Lisa when people called her out. Then she changed it to Lisa's Fragrance Corner, and I put, thanks Martha for that idea, because we know it came from that. Then she changed it to Lisa's Wax Melts. After doing all that, you still went and changed it back to Melting Memories. Then you magically stumbled upon my video, and now it's back to Melting with Lisa. So no, you're not apologetic. You're a compulsive liar who got caught. Even if you weren't in my group and you didn't know of Melting Memories, I'm shocked you were able to find the video as quickly as you did to send me a fake apology email, since you were never aware, as you previously mentioned. Next time, do your research, choose a name you resonate with, since you have all the time in the world to call people names, but not do something for yourself. Have a great day. She did respond, and honestly, it was nothing. There really was no accountability. All I kept seeing was she didn't take Martha's name for her group, for her YouTube channel. So yeah, clearly not apologetic, fake sorries. So I don't buy any of it, and I'm so happy that I went through and I did what I did with trademarking my name, and that's the end of it. That's the end of it, and I'm just gonna leave it there. It's really sad that you can't take responsibility, and I really do hope that you grow and you learn from this, because shame on you. Shame on you, Lisa, for doing what you did. Now that that is out of the way, we are done with it. I'm not going to speak on this anymore. I felt like, you know, you guys needed to know exactly what was happening after that video was posted. So I just wanted to touch base on the Facebook group. I know some people were having a hard time differentiating mine's from hers, but she has changed her name for the 20th time, so there should be no confusion. All you gotta do is see the Facebook group that looks like this. It says Melting Memories on it. That's all. It just says that. Melting Memories, period. But I do have the link. For all my videos, I post the link down below. So it's always there for you to make it easier. And to wrap up this video, I am going to be doing a giveaway in the next video. So make sure you guys tune in for that. This giveaway really and truly is me saying thank you so much to everyone who just supported me in general. Honestly, I'm just very, very thankful, and I'm very excited that I can do this for you guys. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to all my social media platforms, which I will link down below. And if you are interested in shopping anything Melting Memories, customs is open, by the way. Make sure you guys check out meltingmemories.ca, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.